What's up, people of the internet? Your favorite YouTuber Kexaro here, and basically today I have another episode of my podcast. Now, as you guys know, how it works is the day before I post this, the video edition of my podcast, I post it on, the audio services. And as of now, my podcast Kexaro Talks is available on 6 different platforms. That is crazy. So if you guys want to listen to my podcast on any platform, all the platforms are going to be not only in the description, they're also going to be the top comment. And my podcast is now available to be listened to on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Casts, and Radio Public, which is crazy. So if any of you guys have that app or apps and want to listen to your boy's podcast, description down below. Now, of course, it's going to be a community-oriented podcast, so hopefully I will have you on my own podcast one day. We'll see. The more support I get for it, the more I'm going to be motivated to post regular YouTube content. So to support me on all my endeavors, and that means more content for you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support, and enjoy episode 2 of Kexaro Talks. Peace. Tonight. Alright, what is up, guys? It's your favorite YouTuber slash podcaster Kexaro here. We're here on the second episode of Kexaro Talks. Now, I just want to say a huge shout out to everyone that supported me in the first one. And not only are we on Anchor, we're also now on Spotify and Pocket Cast. So if you guys want to check those out or listen to the podcast on there, those are all in the description down below. Now remember, there's audio edition and there's going to be a video edition on YouTube a day after the regular podcast airs. So hope you guys enjoyed that if you guys want that. And today I'm Alpha. He's a friend from my school. I think he had 2 channels so far. And basically, I'm going to give you guys his second channel that you can subscribe to. And we're going to talk. And hopefully I can do this like once a week with any new YouTubers. And we can talk about how to grow and just converse, because I find it pretty cool. So you can just introduce yourself, introduce your channel, and we can just get right into it.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name's Alpha, and I've been doing YouTube for probably 4 years now. I've had 2 channels, like Kexaro said. My first channel got over 400 subscribers, and I decided to do a second channel, and it's now at 150 right now. And yeah, life's good.
Can you just give us a basic rundown of what your channel is?
So my channel is basically funny moments. Like, it's like a gaming / workout channel. So I'll be doing, like, for example, one of my videos is the Call of Duty push-up challenge. It has over 200 views. And it's basically, I'll play a game of Call of Duty, and depending on how many kills / deaths I get in the game, I'll do that many push-ups. It's like that, for example.
And then can you just lastly give them a reason why they should subscribe to you?
Because I do YouTube because I have fun with it, and I hope you guys have fun with it, and in general, it's just a good time. That's why.
All right. Now, basically, I just want to get into not only how you started, but how how you edit. How you create content, how you do ideas, just like your whole mindset when you're thinking of new videos, when you edit them, thumbnails, all that stuff. Because obviously, a lot of people have different situations where some people can't have a setup like me, or some people don't even have a phone like you do, and there's a bunch of situations, and I just want to go through each person I interview about how their mindset works and how they get content pushed onto YouTube. So can you just talk about video, how you get video ideas, how you edit, how you make thumbnails, just everything?
So I'm very unique when it comes to my editing videos, because most people usually have like what your softwares with computers and algorithms and stuff. But I don't have that luxury. I do have a phone, and I do all my editing on my phone. I do my video editing, my thumbnails, my descriptions, every single thing you possibly can think of, my channel art, everything. I do it on my phone. It's hard once you start, but once you get used to it, you find more ways where you can use the phone as a computer, and it's a benefit to you. But the way I do video ideas is basically I study the best YouTubers I possibly could do. Like, I studied you. I've studied Face Sensor, Ali A, et cetera,
Gotcha.
and I just see how they do YouTube, and I don't try to copy them. But what I do is I take somewhat their ideas and I make it into how I would want to be a YouTuber. So that's how I do it. Yeah.
All right, and then just editing wise, I'm not even saying what software do you do, but what type of editing style do you use? If you want to talk about your software, you can do that. Thumbnails, just how you everything basically, just a basic rundown.
Okay. So, you got me onto the thumbnails now, but
Yeah.
I used to use Fonto, which is low-key Garbo now, but now I use Photoshop on the phone. It's a lot easier for thumbnails. And what I use for editing my videos is it's a little complicated. So if I'm playing Xbox, right, because I play Xbox,
Yeah.
I would record it off of Twitch and download it to my phone, and I would edit it with iMovie. And I'll basically download music onto it, and I'll just do like the funniest clips or the best clips of the entire like time I recorded,
Yeah.
and I'll crank it out there, and that's pretty much it. It's just the funniest moments I look for.
All right. And then basically, not only that, I just want to talk about how you've dealt with YouTube because I don't know if you heard my last one that released yesterday, I think, but it was recorded a while, like I think 3 or 4 days ago. But I just talked about, you know, how important SEO is, but how important it is also to keep a level head because sometimes I don't want to make videos. Sometimes I just want to quit. How do you deal with problems just like that?
So the way I've dealt with hate, or I've dealt with not wanting to do YouTube, and it's mainly because of hate. And
Yeah.
to me, I mean, I've been hated on for more things. Like I wrestle, I've been hated on for that. I've been hated on a lot of things. And the way I see hate is motivation.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah.
If someone's hating you, and I mean legit hating you, taking their time out of the day to comment something or dislike your
or
video,
turning on notifications just to dislike
yeah,
your videos.
you're doing something right. Like
Yeah,
if the
that's
majority
exactly what I said. Yeah.
like if the like here's the difference though. If every single person on the planet is hating you, that's a problem. but if you have a good fan base that's like loves your content, then you
Yeah.
have like a quarter of them just hating you,
Yeah.
dude, you're doing an amazing job. Keep doing what you're doing. And that's what you do. I love haters because I love to prove them wrong every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Without haters, I don't know what I would do, honestly.
Yeah.
It's pretty much it.
And then, lastly, the last question I have for you, then you could ask me questions or whatever like that.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Because this is more about this podcast is going to be about YouTube, technology, gaming. How do you feel about the gaming industry now and how it's going to be going forward? Because I know that Apex kind of took the Fortnite spot. How do you feel about the gaming industry as a whole and your place in it?
So, I'm more of a Call of Duty person. Now, the entire time since probably Black Ops 2, that was probably the last really good Call of Duty, it just got destroyed. Like, it went completely downhill. So that's not good for me.
Yeah.
But like Fortnite and Apex is taking control. But again, I also thought Blackout, like in one of my videos, I thought Call of Duty Black Ops 4 was going to take over Fortnite.
Yeah.
And it did for a little bit, but then Fortnite took right back over. Fortnite is going to be the juggernaut of fucking gaming.
Yeah.
And I think Apex got a little bit of a jump, and I think Fortnite is just going to figure out how to take that back.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, because I also do Fortnite too, and it's just like, you got to go with what's popping for you. Like,
yeah. Wait, are you talking about channel-wise or
yeah, channel-wise.
Okay,
so like Call of Duty, like, yeah. So like Black Ops 4, as soon as it came out, I grinded that as hard as I could, and it was doing really well.
Yeah.
But like, I did my second challenge for my workout challenge for Black Ops 4, and I think it only got 50 views from the previous one was 200. So I'm like, they're not liking Black Ops 4 anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But so I would go, all right, let's go to Fortnite. And Fortnite, 80, solid 80, solid 100. Now
Mm-hmm.
I have 150 subscribers, so that's a decent amount. Yeah. But I think the way it's going to be is like, I'm going to go to the new game. I'm going to play that a couple times, but it's probably going to be Fortnite in the long run with workout challenges as it is.
All right.
That's how I think it's going to be.
All right. And then do you have any questions or anything?
Like, let me see. Like, let me ask you a question. How do you deal with hate? That's the real question.
All right. So, as you know, I have an audience of around 2,300 or 200.
A lot bigger than mine.
Yeah. The thing is, there's such an influx, and the thing is, you probably know how it works with the bigger videos are recommended more on other channels. So
yes.
I'm kind of doing a controversial thing. I do want your opinion on it. I'm going to ask you that in a bit. But
Okay.
as you know, my channel is not only based on Rainbow Six Siege, but it's also based off the device called the Zim, and the Zim is a way to use mouse and keyboard on console. So, not only do I get hate from my content, which people think my editing is crappy or I'm a crappy YouTuber or whatever, I also get hate from people that don't like mouse and keyboard use on console. So I get a lot of hate on the bigger videos. So my one with 50,000 on how to lean using the Zim Apex, that gets hate all the time. And then I get hate on literally, you can think of any video, and I have a minimum of 5 or 6 dislikes on almost every video that I create. And the bigger budget ones, not the bigger budget, but the bigger view ones, like I said before, my lean one, I think that's sitting at 151 dislikes. And that's not just because my video is bad. It's because people genuinely like don't like that. You know what I mean? Like they don't like what I'm making YouTube about. So I don't think I get a lot of hate from my channel. I think I get a lot of hate because of the topic that I'm making a channel based on. So it's kind of different from you, because you get hate because people literally don't like your channel or people don't like you. But I get hate because of the thing that I'm making videos on. So it's a little bit of a different thing. So when I get hate, my hate comments are usually mouse and keyboard on consoles cheating. Stop making videos on this crap. You're a cheater. You're a hacker. That's basically my hate comments. So it's not as bad and as severe. Now I do get comments about my YouTube and about me, but it's not as frequent as the people that hate mouse and keyboard on console. So I think we have a little bit of a different situation. So mine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
so
what
to deal with mine, it's not that hard at all to deal with my hate comments.
Yeah. Like, I don't think a lot of people, like, when you do YouTube, right? And I've been doing YouTube for a while. I know how it works. It's just like, it's been taking me a while to, like, actually figure out the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, very few people are going to attack you for who you are as a person.
Yeah.
It's I don't think in YouTube one time that's ever happened to me. I think they've made fun of me because I've used my phone and it looks like a freaking 4-year-old did at one point in my life. You know what I mean? But like they would roast me for that. Like once you figure that out, they'll figure out another way to roast you. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, again, like even with if PS4, and I'm not really familiar because I don't use PC, but isn't it like doesn't PS4 make like something compatible with the keyboard so you can actually use it?
So is Xbox now. Xbox just partnered with Razer for their own device.
So in my opinion, how is that cheating? You know what I'm saying? If someone who actually knows like what the Zim is, like you're either like, if you're gonna roast someone, you either don't know what's going on or you just want to try to hurt someone.
Yeah, I think about that all the time, and I'm like, no matter what's gonna happen, I'm always gonna get hated on, so I might as well just take it up, because at the end of the day, not only are the haters disliking, which increases my engagement, so I get promoted to other channels. Not only that, but they're also watching the ads on my channel. So in the end, you hating me is giving me money. So that's why I just love it now, because you're wasting your own time by leaving a dislike or whatever. You're only helping me at the end of the road.
Absolutely.
So I think I had another topic, but I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh man.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Because we're closing on around 12. I want to end around 20 minutes, hopefully.
Yeah, no, we're gonna increase this bit. So a Zim Apex question, because I'm not familiar with this. What made you figure out that the Zim was gonna be like the bread and butter for your YouTube?
Oh my god!
Like how'd you know?
The funny thing is, literally, all these questions you're asking me are the same questions I got last episode. But it's fine. It's fine. I what I said yesterday or 2 days ago when I recorded was literally when the views started piling up. After I got to 5K views, because prior to the Zim, my most popular video was the one with 50,000. But prior to that, my most viewed video was 6,000 views. And then this one got 5,000. And I was like, yo, that's awesome. Maybe I should make more videos on it. Then it got 10,000. Then it got 20. Then it got 40. Now it's sitting at 50. And once, remember, I wasn't at 50 then. I think the cap was, I was like 15,000 during the summer when I first started posting all about the Apex. Once I saw that I got 15,000 and I got comments saying, can you do more things? Or I didn't know about this. Or I got not even myself. I got other people posting me on different websites like Facebook or Twitter or Reddit and spreading my content because I helped them. And they said, not only do you have high quality videos, but you're also making something about that nobody else is like, what's it called? No one else is making content on. Because
Yeah.
I filled a kind of niche. And I think that's where a lot of people fail because, like your niche is specific. So is mine, but yours is more of a gamer while being healthy. Like you're a fitness gaming channel, which is a niche that
Yeah.
can be filled. So if you work on that and you continually upload, you could be huge, bro. Pause. You could be a huge YouTuber.
Yeah.
And like with my niche, mine was a Zim Apex, and when I tell you I posted that video and no one else had a video on that, that's why I just took with it and ran. And there's a bunch of people that are still trying to make content about the Zim Apex now, but that's the sad thing. When you're first to the early bird gets the worm, basically. So if they started when I started, they could be at the thousands too. But now that they started, months after me and the next two biggest YouTubers that make it, one has 10,000, the other has 3,000, and I have 2,000. We're the top three. After you have the top three that take their place and maintain their place, it's too late for you to kind of crack it. That's why people like PewDiePie, like he started YouTube in 2007 or 8 at the beginning. So that's why he's had steam the whole time. He has an audience and he started first. So
he still has steam.
Yeah. By the way, subscribe to PewDiePie, yo. Anyways, like I was saying, once you get there first, that's it. So I think that once I knew that I saw that the void was open for me to take, that I knew that I could be the only Apex channel and dominate, that's when I saw that video blow up, and I was just like, I got to keep doing it. And I kept getting views and I kept getting subscribers, so I didn't stop after that. Once I saw that it was open, I just took it and ran. And I think that you could still do that because I don't know a lot of big fitness YouTubers that do gaming besides FaZe Censor, like you said.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And I really hope you didn't answer this question in your last podcast, but let's see. So I know on your channel, we've been for a while. I've been watching your channel grow, and I've seen what videos you've been posting, but you don't post just Zim Apex. You post walkthroughs. You post other stuff. Is there something you want to? Is there something else that you specifically want to be your bread and butter besides the Zim Apex? Is there something you really just want to work really bad that you want to upload? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like I do that all the time, but the thing is, now this may sound harsh to smaller channels, not even you, but I feel like once you get to a certain point, your audience is still small. So 2,000 is still small to me. I feel like my limit right now and my goal is 5,000. After 5,000, I want to do 10,000. After 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. And I feel like the Zim is such a small niche device that I'm not going to grow much while continuing just to post it. I feel like my channel is going to fizzle and die out once the Zim Apex isn't relevant anymore. So that's why I'm trying to branch out. And I'm not saying that I want to be specifically a Zim channel or I specifically want to be a walkthrough channel. I want my channel to be just a YouTuber that posts everything. One day you want to vlog, I have a video about vlogs. If you want to see a walkthrough of a game or a gameplays, I'm that channel. If you want to see technology videos, I'm that channel. And I think that right now I'm trying to do too much while being too small. And
I see what you're saying.
It's kind of like a pendulum because one side I want to expand as much as possible so I could get different audiences and gain subscribers, but the other side of the pendulum is that I'm also still small, so nobody wants to watch anything else. They subscribe to me for Zim. So I'm kind of in a sticky situation right now because if I play my cards wrong, my channel could be gone in less than a year. So I'm trying, but as you can see, I posted a video about a walkthrough and that gets no views. It gets 30, 40 views, which may be a lot for someone, but for me, that's nothing. And it's honestly scary. Like my Zim Apex video that I posted 22 hours ago is at 250 views, while the video that I posted 3 days ago about a topic that no one cares about is at 40 views. And it's I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I do want to do other content. I want to be the best at everything that I touch YouTube wise. And I don't know. I feel like everyone has that mentality to want to be the best and dominate, but I feel like I'm still too small to be able to do that. So I'm just hoping the Zim can carry me to around 5,000, 10,000. And once I'm at that subscriber point, then I'm going to have different audiences that want to watch different content. And then I could actually, spread out. But as of now, everything that I try and do fizzles and dies. So we're going to see how that goes. I've tried all the time to do. I literally did a cooking video once. and
Yeah, no,
that's at
because I've
100
seen
views.
that.
Like I try. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I've
I
seen
don't
that.
know.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
I don't know. But looking at your channel, do you have any tips or tricks for people that want to get started? Do you have any things that you did that were stupid that ended up helping you? You know what I mean? Like your messed up problems that can help someone else prevent them from doing the same thing in the future. Like, do you have
Okay.
anything?
Yeah, so, all right, two things. When you first start out, and people will think, like, oh, you gotta have these good ideas. In my opinion, you just gotta upload as hard as you possibly can,
Mm-hmm.
because the more videos you get out, the more chances people will see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did for both of my channels, and pretty much worked. Now, things I did mess up on is I used to just be solo, right? I used to just make the videos by myself, and I might have an occasional one person in my videos.
Yeah.
But the more friends you have, the better you're going to be. And I mean, the more, the better. Like, a good instance of this is Vanos and his people, right? Like, he has, I don't know, maybe 20 people who have over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and he's just making bank.
Mm-hmm.
He's so golden.
Yeah.
But a messed up trick that something I
Not
messed
even a
up on.
trick. I mean something like something that you messed up
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
and it's like a learning experience for other people that you finally figured out the hard way.
All right, here's a perfect one. When I was younger, you probably remember this. I made the most infamous video I've ever made in my entire life. Called Girlfriend Gets Intimate. Now, the only reason I made that video was so I can get views. Now, it worked.
The long con.
But here's the thing. Do not make a video that you don't feel comfortable with that people want you to make. It will only dig yourself into a deeper hole, and it will end up screwing you in the long run. Because, yeah, like, it was bad. That first video, I was like, all right, we good. But then the second one, I was like, I went with the hype. I was like, I'm the man. I'm literally at the top of the mountain right now. Nothing can do anything. And then I make that video, the second one. It does well. It did better than the first one. But, like, in the end, my channel dropped. I got in trouble in school. I had to delete a decent amount of my videos from that. And it just screwed me in the long run. Don't do something stupid that you know is going to be stupid and bad for you in the long run.
So it's only internet too, so that's even 10 times worse. But
Yeah.
I did want to ask you about that.
Okay.
What was your views? What was the highest views on one of those videos? Like how huge was it?
One of them hit 1,500, the first one, I think, and then the second one hit 4,000.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Now,
it
mind
was
you,
huge.
This is, guys, everyone that's listening right now, this is all in our school community. You know what I mean? This is in a small school with, I think, how many kids do we have? I think it was like
400.
Yeah, 400. So getting 4,000 views off of that is crazy. Now with me, I try and keep my channel separate from all that stuff. I don't talk about YouTube a lot in school. I used to, but I don't now. But it's kind of a bad thing because now people are gonna watch your channel and then they say something in school or something like that. Yeah, that's why I try and keep everything separate. I made different accounts for everything. That's I think that's a good a good tip. You know, keep your personal life and your online life separate. I mean, for Instagram or Snapchat, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about YouTube, or if you're doing something where you don't want to be known as yourself. Like with me, that's why I changed my name. This YouTube thing isn't my real name, nothing like that. I try and keep everything as separate as possible because you don't want that to bite you in the butt. You really don't.
You don't.
Like he said, he got in trouble in school. Like that's...
It was bad. It was bad. And But like, also another thing to take part of is like what he said before, he got there first with the Zim and he ran with it, right? And he was just like money
grinding
with every
out.
single video.
Yeah.
Now, what I did was I figured out at that moment in time that those life stories I made were my bread and butter, but I got too hype and I did not see. Do not overlook what you can do. Like, let me see, how can I say this? Like, don't, if you can only do one step, don't take three.
Now, can you give us an example of how you did that?
So the first one, the first girlfriend gets intimate video, that was a solid one step I made, right? I knew I would have been fine. I really couldn't have gotten any trouble there, right? But the second one, I knew I was going to screw up if I made this video, and I said no to it for months. But I was like, you know what? The hype is gonna be so real when I
The
do this, and
clout.
everybody, yeah,
He got drunk on
yes,
clout.
yes, yeah, I got. That's literally what it is. I got drunk on cloud. I was like, you know what? It can't hurt me. I'm unstoppable, and I did it, and I got
Now
whammed.
I have a question. What did you say names in the second one? What was it that made it so bad?
Oh, dude, bro. Oh my, dude. Keep in mind, this is like 5 years
I
ago,
know.
like 4 years ago.
Or you don't even remember.
Dude. I mean, I remember the story. I remember what happened. Like it happened, but
Yeah.
like
You don't remember the password for the other account. Why did you restart if you had a like subscriber base already? Or
it.
no, do that. We'll answer that one after. I just want you to remember this one. Do you remember what what made it the second one so bad? Or you don't even know.
Um. I know I went into more depth with the second one, but like
Mm-hmm.
I said, I combined it with school and this kid. I forget this kid, but he started making like
Yeah, you don't gotta say
make.
names. No names. No names.
Yeah, no names, no names. And he started roasting me for it, and I actually got into a fight with him. Like we started like legit fist fighting.
Oh
Now this is in
God,
eighth grade, and
I don't even
and
remember any of this.
like you weren't even in the period, like
Gotcha.
you weren't there. So it was in lunch, and we started like it was probably like maybe 4 seconds at most. I probably hit two, and he got me in one, maybe or two, whatever, right? And um, it looked like I was defending myself,
Mm-hmm.
but really, because he swung first,
All
right?
right.
And I was defending myself. I'm like, you know what? He swung first. I was only defending what I was defending against, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he brought up my channel to the principal. So I did not want that stigma with me throughout the entire high school. So what I did was I deleted the videos and I totally restarted.
So what do you mean deleted? Do you have that? Did you unlist them or you deleted them? Like
I
the
mean, like I put that both videos, in the garbage.
oh, so you
Like,
don't even have any copies of them now. Like they're done.
no. Unless someone like I remember one kid said, I'm not gonna say names, but
Yeah,
one
yeah.
kid said they saved the both videos.
Mm-hmm. In like
It,
in like a malicious way against you, like he could use that against you, or
probably. I mean,
uh,
like at that time, bro, a lot of people were just looking to like find something that like they can take me on. Like I really felt like I was unstoppable at the time. I really did. But like I got humbled. I got humbled real quick. I did. But I think that's why. But you know what? Looking back at it, it is funny. It's a good learning experience. You know what I mean? It helps so much in life. Like, don't think you're untouchable. You know
mm-hmm.
what I mean? No one's untouchable. Be humble about yourself. You know,
Yeah.
don't try to hurt other people. Be humble about yourself. Know who you are and be humble. That and I learned that the hard way. And I think that probably was the best thing that Paz could have done because now I think this YouTube channel grew a lot quicker than the first one,
Mm-hmm.
not because of like my so-called clout from the first channel, but I think because I actually like I'm more respectable on this second channel.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah,
Now,
like
last thing before we end this, baby,
okay.
the differences between your first channel and your second channel, why you felt the need to completely restart, why didn't you just want to delete everything and keep going, and what are the differences, and why do you feel as if you've been more successful on this one compared to your last one? Now, mind you, everyone, his last one was around 300. This current one is around where?
150.
150 versus 300. So he had a larger audience, but I just want to hear his reasoning as to why he decided to cut ties and keep going.
So, wait, I'm sorry. You asked why
Like,
do I think this channel's more successful than the previous?
why do you feel better about this one? Why do you personally like it? Like,
Okay, so the first one back in the day.
mm-hmm.
I mean, looking back at any old video, you're gonna cringe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's bad. But like back in the day, my channel was basically videos of me just like either doing something completely stupid or like just trying to get views.
All
Now
right.
that's always the objective, but it was like I was scavenging for views, right? And I was being stupid. Now this one is I I would rather feel comfortable being able to talk about it than hide it.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like back then I had to hide it, even though people found out about it. Now, people know around the school I still do YouTube, but
Yeah.
like no one bothers me about it.
Yeah. Same.
People still watch it, and it's like people are like, "Oh, that's a good video." Like the previous video, like we low-key had that little like battle with me against you, right?
Cut it.
Oh,
Cut it.
sorry,
Restart
sorry.
it. Just
Oh,
reset it.
my
Just
bad,
reset
my
it.
bad. Sorry,
Just
sorry,
reset
sorry,
it.
my bad.
Me, you, and redacted.
No, but like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was probably the one stupid thing I did. I made that diss track.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But like it wasn't anything malicious.
No,
You know what I
'cause-
mean? There was nothing. It was a fun thing to do.
Well, can you give us some backstory, because no one else in the podcast knows what you're talking about at all.
Oh, okay. So me and this kid, you don't want me to say names, right?
No, just say you and this kid. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, me and this kid, right? Now we're still friends. We're good friends, right? We were in this story's stupid. Me and my friend and Kexaro was there. We were in a group of I think 8 people, right? And we were in our library at our school, right? And we were talking, and one of our friends, I forget if this was you or another friend, but someone had a Jolly Rancher, right? And
Oh, that is how it started.
Yes. So
I had Jolly Ranchers and I gave them out.
yeah, okay,
And
so
then
it was you. Okay,
it was a
okay,
certain
okay.
flavor,
So,
and then
yeah,
that
yeah,
person
yeah,
took
no,
it, and you.
let me explain it.
Okay,
So,
you're good.
so what happened was you had the Jolly Rancher and
Oh,
wanted the Jolly Rancher. Oh my god! Sorry.
yeah, you're good.
Leave that out.
I will.
This kid wanted the Jolly Rancher, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you gave another kid, not this same kid that I did the diss track against, but another kid. You gave another kid a Jolly Rancher, and he ate it, right? Now, this kid really wanted the Jolly Rancher, right?
It was great.
And it was great. The last one was great. I remember that, right? And I was doing my homework. I really didn't care, right? And you asked me, "Yo, you want the Jolly Rancher?" And it's like, oh, this kid. I saw it.
You're making me do so much editing.
This kid, man, I'm sorry.
You're
That's my
good.
bad.
You're good.
This kid wanted the Jolly Rancher, and he tells me after you said it, he says, "You better not take this Jolly Rancher, or I'm going to make a diss track on you." Now, I was like, okay, that's a vague threat. You're not gonna do it, right? And you tell me you want the Jolly Rancher. I'm like, fuck yeah, give me the Jolly Rancher. So you give me the Jolly Rancher, and I'm opening it slowly, and I'm low-key baiting him, and he's like, no. And my friend, the kid said, the kid said, "Yo, please, I'm begging you, please let me have the." So the kid says to me, he's like, "Please, bro, I just really want this Jolly Rancher." And then another kid said, now this kid, keep in mind, can I say what he has or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so the kid has diabetes, and another kid said, "Yo, you can't have that. It's only gonna raise your blood pressure, and you have diabetes." And everyone was going nuts. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with the hype again, go with the clout, and I ate the Jolly Rancher. He's like, "That's it. I'm ending your life." Now I thought it was just gonna be me and him, but then he's like, "Yo, you screwed up." And I'm like, "How?" He's like, I got Kexaro on the diss track." And I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." And then it just went. But it was a little argument, but like we talked right before we uploaded, and I was like, we didn't tell each other the diss tracks, but we were like, this is a friendly thing. We're gonna be friends at the end of this. Like, it's not gonna be bad. It's gonna be a funny thing for people to enjoy. You know what I mean? And that's what it was. So yeah.
And I just want to give a little bit of backstory. So between this kid and Alpha, so I'm friends with both of them, obviously. And the kid, I was there, of course, at that period. And as you guys know, I didn't have this microphone, but I had a professional microphone, quote unquote. And I know how to use software to do music. And I wish I could play both of the diss tracks for you. Damn.
You can play mine.
All right,
I'll play.
Oh,
that's so cringe, bro. Oh!
Just let me know if you want to play it, and I'll leave it at the end of the podcast if he wants me to play it. But if not, I would play both of them, but I can't because of the names and the language. The language.
Oh yeah, bro. No, yeah.
But
That's a lot of editing. That's a lot of
yeah,
editing.
I know. But I'll
Oh
let
my
you guys.
God.
We'll see how Alpha feels at the end, and if he lets it, then I'll play at the end of the podcast. But I can't play the other person's because I feel like it'd be too much information. Then I could end up getting in trouble in school, and I'm not trying to have that happen at all. But what I was trying to say was dang. Oh my God. I forgot.
I was trying to help you like do these questions, and I was like giving you time, but like
I forgot. What was I saying before this? I forgot.
we had just the best discussion ever. I could like I can't remember at all. Like you were talking about uh you were talking about hate, I think. Were you talking about hate?
No, I mean right before I started talking about the diss track, this thing. Oh, anyways,
Oh.
I don't even remember. Wow, I had another good thing to talk about, but maybe in the second episode we have. I don't remember.
You didn't tell me. You didn't
Yeah.
tell me.
All right.
You like yeah.
All right
Damn.
then. I know. I'm definitely gonna be bringing Alpha back though, guys.
Let's go.
Uh, as I said before, I'm gonna have a regular podcast with Revo, my co-host, and then the second one I'll be having with a random YouTuber, having a Q&A and stuff like that, and we're gonna see how this podcasting goes. But any closing remarks? Just why they should subscribe to you, my subscribers should subscribe to you, and just give a little advertisement about your channel, and then leave your channel name, and then any social medias, whatever you want.
All right. So again, you should subscribe to my channel because everybody loves video games and everybody wants to better themselves physically and mentally, and that's basically what my channel's about. I do tips and tricks on how to make your body stronger mentally and physically, and that's basically it. Life is good, and my YouTube name is I'm Alpha, all capitalized, and no apostrophe between the I and the M. Just I'm Alpha, all capitalized. And my Instagram is John Antonelli06, same as my Twitter, and my Snapchat is John.Antonelli.
All right. So that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for the love and everything on this. And remember, I'm going to say it one more time, and we're going to end this bad boy. I'm going to be the podcast is now available on Anchor. It's also going to be available on Spotify and also going to be available on Pocket Cast. And that's all going to be in the description down below. You want to give a quick shout out to your podcast itself?
My podcast is Alpha's Yard. Go check it out. We're going to be just talking about like thing and everything. That's pretty much it.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Alpha. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of the podcast, whenever that is. Remember, the video for this episode will be dropping tomorrow. All right. Love you guys. Peace out and goodbye.